not joking when I say that parents need to be a lot less liberal about who their kids are interacting with on the internet.
They also need to be less liberal about naming their kid Shelbert.
Illuminati is a thing you need to watch out for. They want to depopulate and slave us so much more. World domination, I'll get into that later. I'm hardcore, fierce and sexy. You're just a hater. You deserve the ridicule because you're an absolute zero. I'm the keeper of the chalice, a rock and roll hero. I'm not an idiot nobody listens to, because I'm not a failure in life like you. Let's talk about Bill Gates and the mark of the beast and the orgies in the streets at the Catholic feasts and Bill and Hillary's human trafficking ring. And George Soros got the money to pay for everything. Socialism is for losers, working for the devil. Chumps that can't fight, they ain't on my level. It takes an evil one to try to debunk and doubt it, so I'd rather die than stop talking about it. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out for the Illuminati.
Welcome to the MC Too Tall Show. And as it still stands, I am your hardcore, fierce, and sexy host, MC Too Tall. And I'm wearing my Knicks hat because I am indeed a diehard New York Knicks fan. And everybody on my dick, whether I wear a Knicks hat, a Yankee hat, or a Cincinnati Bengals hat. Everybody on my dick. Now, I understand that the Knicks have been eliminated from the conference finals. The Knicks have been eliminated from the conference finals. Game 6 came and went. It didn't work out too well for the Knicks, from what I'm told. I didn't watch the game because I was hoping and waiting for a Game 7, which, of course, is not to be. People could say to me now, knowing I'm a Knicks fan, ha, you're a loser, ha, you're a loser. Look, the Knicks may have lost, but I am no loser because back in November, I still picked a winning team. And of course, we know what that team is. MAGA, MAGA, MAGA. MAGA, 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 MAGA. Team MAGA. So, the Knicks may have lost, but Team MAGA always wins. Unless the opposition cheats, like in 2020. And you can't tell me Joe Biden was fairly and squarely and duly elected President of the United States in 2020. Now, everything about that election was bogus. So aside from them cheating, the opposition to MAGA cannot win. And we continue winning. That's why I say, I am a diehard Knicks fan. I love my New York Knicks. I'm very sad that they lost. They got eliminated in the conference finals. So once again, I'm a Knicks fan, but I'm MAGA first. Understand that. The same goes for my football, hockey, and baseball team. Yes, even my baseball team. And you gotta pry me away from the set when there's a Yankee game on. But I'm MAGA first. Because without a good president who will protect this country, baseball doesn't happen. No, see, my cat agrees. My cat agrees. In this category, my cat agrees. Category. And so, that's why I'm not that upset when my teams lose anymore. Let's be honest. I'd rather the Knicks lose while Donald Trump is president Then the Knicks go all the way and win it all, while some POS like Kunta Harris is president. Donald Trump is the greatest president of the 21st century. And there have been 4 Democrat presidents in my lifetime: Carter, Clinton, Obama, Biden. Okay, Carter's deceased. God-awful president, but at least he wasn't evil. The other 3 guys were straight up evil. I don't care how sick Joe Biden is now. I don't care if he's probably the next ex-president to go. The man was an evil, evil man. He was evil as senator. He kissed up to Senator Thurman. He kissed up to Robert Byrd. The man was very sick in the head and self-serving. Barack Obama had some socialist agenda to push. And he tap danced in there, not caring that he was the token blackface of the New World Order. Yes, this white man said that. Come do something about it. Oh, by the way, my Facebook with my government name has been restored. So, for those of you who want to contact me personally on my Facebook, it's facebook.com/John A. Krantz, all one word. This way you're good to go there. But anyway, Barack Obama was the tap dancing token blackface of the New World Order. And because he was the one they allowed in the house, all you sheeple followed. He is the Judas goat that you sheeple have followed. And I'll be the first to admit, he had me fooled back in 2008. Plus, it didn't help the candidate that was running against him. A person that had a strong campaign against Bush in 2000 and could have actually beaten him in the primary. We could have had a primaried out incumbent Republican in 2004. Then they wouldn't have thought to run Barack Obama. They would have had to go through their usual bag of tricks. They probably would have ran Hillary against McCain, and an incumbent McCain would have buried Hillary in 2008. But since he folded and became a Bush bot, the rest of us, not knowing that Barack Obama was also a Bush bot, and the 2008 election was all about pick your Bush bot, we chose the less familiar one and took our chances. That's what America wanted. America wanted change. Thought they'd get it in Obama, but got a continuation of George Bush. And yes, although George W. Bush was a Republican, Donald Trump is still a better Republican. Donald Trump has shown not once but twice he's a better president than Biden, Obama, Bush, Clinton, and dare I say even George H.W. Bush. Donald Trump has proven not once but twice to be better than the 5 previous presidents. Six, if you include himself, because I think he's doing better I think he's doing better in these 100+ days than he has in his previous 4 years. And his previous 4 years were phenomenal. But he's beating even himself. And which is the beauty of one man serving separate terms. Serving non-consecutive terms. See, FDR was constantly the 32nd president of the United States for that 12 years, which would have been 16. Grover Cleveland was neither constantly the 22nd or 24th president. He was the 22nd and then the 24th president. So now we have a Republican to counteract that Democrat. And the beauty of having two separate presidencies is that you could compare your own past administration as one of those presidents of the past you're competing against, and outdo even yourself among those other ex-presidents. History will probably tell all. History will probably reveal the tale of Trump 47 being even better than Reagan. They'll have to wedge Reagan between Trump 47 and Trump 45. Because Reagan, I still believe, was better than Trump 45. But Trump 47, this second go-around, he has potential of being better than Reagan. I believe that. And I don't believe Reagan to be an evil man that poisoned black youth with crack. I don't believe Reagan to be in on Iran-Contra. I believe Reagan may have been distracted with conflicts with Gaddafi. I believe Reagan may have been distracted with the El Salvadorian situation. He liberated Grenada in a lunch hour. And he had a horrible economy left to him by Jimmy Carter that he had to fix. And it took half his first term. It took half his first term to turn it around. By 1982, things were doing great. But it took all of 81 and a good portion of 82 for things to do great. Bottom line is, although the Knicks lost, I certainly am not a loser because I still, back in November, picked a winning team, Team MAGA. And I'll say it again. I love my New York Knicks. I'm very saddened that they've gotten eliminated. But I'm MAGA first. I'm not going to be more upset. I'm not going to be more upset about the Knicks losing than I would have hypothetically have been had Trump lost. And I'll say it again. I'd rather have the Knicks lose while Donald Trump is president than have them win it all while any one of those evil Democrats are president. We got to see a Republican mayor come November. My endorsement for that is Curtis Sliwa. I haven't given out any endorsements for governor or senator, but Chuck Schumer, the senator, and our governor, Huckster Hochul, are up for re-election. And you could bet your sweet bucket ass that I am not voting Democrat. It used to, back in the days, it used to be, well, Democrats are okay locally, but they suck nationally. That was a fact. That was a well-known fact. Democrats used to be adequate locally, but suck on a national level. You can't even rely on that anymore. Look what Bill de Blasio did to our city. Look what Bill de Blasio did to our city. After 20 years of Republican leadership, look what he did in 8 years. Now it's going on 12 years of shit because Eric Adams did nothing to overturn de Blasio. Look at the shit we've had going on in Albany. From the Spitz, ever since the Spitzer scandal, all the way up to now, Patterson just rubber stamping any liberal agenda bullshit. Cuomo killing people's grandmothers and having Chinese spies work for him. And not firing them before he leaves office in disgrace. Huckster Hochul keeping those Chinese spies on her staff while ushering this unnecessary congestion pricing. There are so many levels of hell where the left belong. So locally, you cannot trust the Democrats. Vote Republican this year. It's for your own good. It's for your own good. It's safer to vote Republican than to take that filthy, dirty, ghetto, trash piece of garbage death jab that you have the gall to call a vaccine. If you're still advocating for COVID vaccines, you're a piece of ghetto trash and an embarrassment to be seen in public with. And I hope you get mad at this. I hope you get so mad at me that you leave your house with a baseball bat on your shoulder looking for me. I hope you get so mad at me, you go out to your backyard or go out into the streets with a bucket and start collecting rocks in hopes you'll see me so you can throw them at me. I want you to be so mad at me that you're either going to change, and stop being the shithead that you are, or you're going to make some kind of conscious effort to open my head up with a bat, a brick, or a rock for calling you for the liberal shithead that you are. Liberals are everything from funny and goofy to sleazy and creepy to a detriment to society and a danger to all humanity. They're everything that is not cool on all levels. anything that's inappropriate, uncouth, illegal, despicable, disgraceful, disgusting, and immoral, it's of the left. It's of the Democrats. It's of the socialists. It's of communist sympathizers. It's of liberals. It's of the left. Everything unacceptable is always coming from the left. Everything ungodly is always coming from the left. And that concludes this episode of the MC Too Tall Show about the New York Knicks. Respect God. Watch out for the Illuminati. Better luck next time, my Knicks. Stay strong. Keep kicking that slang. It's your boy in the building. I'm a hip-hop legend, recording engineer, and underground rock and roll hero, MC Too Tall. And yaha.